Norman Liss. The name of the program is The Way to Go. I invite you to join me each week at this time as we explore places to go and things to do. A remarkable thing is happening in August at the Helen Hayes Performing Arts Center in Nyack. Remarkable because it's ambitious, remarkable because it's such a variety, and you'll hear all about it today because the artistic director of the Helen Hayes Performing Arts Center, Pat Clappis, is here, and also the artistic director of the dance program, Leonid Koslov. And we really are going to get into something that I've never been able to get into before. Pat.
Pam, we got to get the name
right. I'll do that correctly. It's
That's
Pam.
Right.
That's all right. I don't remember mine. I don't have any problem with that. Pam, this is such an ambitious program. Mm-hmm. It seems to me such a difficult thing to do. How do you put all of this together?
Well, strangely enough, it's sort of difficult and easy all at the same time. Difficult in the obvious areas that just sort of getting all of this talent together and the organizational feat that it will take to pull off 31 events in 31 days is sort of a little daunting. But what was easy about it, strangely enough, is when we made the commitment that we were going to do this festival, there were so many different events that we wanted to bring to the theater. And in the first year, we've just finished our first season, we really concentrated on a lot of the subscription shows and the main stage theater, plays and musicals. We weren't able to bring a lot of dance and music and film events that we had interest in. And so this month sort of gave us this clean slate.
Opportunity.
Yeah, and so all of the things that have been sort of on the back burner that we said, oh, wouldn't it be great if we could do this? Or wouldn't it be great? This was a time that we could fit that all together.
But to coin an old phrase, easy for you, difficult for me.
Oh.
You just take it for granted that this is what we're going to do, and we have the opportunity, so let's do it.
Right. I mean,
it's overwhelming to me.
It is a little. It is, and I was talking to somebody this morning about it, and I said it was one of those great ideas around the conference table where we said, well, maybe we could do 31 events in 31 days. Yeah, well, that would be fun. Yeah. And now, to actually put it together, it is a little bit.
August 1st to September 1st.
That's right.
And it's amazing. Now, Leonid, you're the artistic director of the dance program. You come with some wonderful credentials. You're with the Bolshoi Ballet and other companies, and you put together this great program. I guess it's not as difficult for you because that's the world you live in.
Yes, it's in my world. It's difficult for me. I think it's difficult to put anything good because to get artists from all different companies, they have their own schedules. With the way I would like to see that, it's been not really easy. It still makes me nervous. I want to do everything perfect. But it's in a way I'm doing this for a long time. I did the shows in Hong Kong, Taiwan, Russia, Italy, and I did big gala performances and small performances. Practically, I don't consider this a small or big performances. The stage and the people, and we do our best.
But you're also a dancer, and you're dancing in two of the ballets on the program, aren't you?
Oh, yes. I'm doing Swan Lake, Act 2 with Valentina Kozlova, and I'm doing my own production of Firebird. But I would love to talk about some other artists who is involved.
We will get into that in great detail. Dancing is not easy. Certainly ballet dancing is not easy. Physically, the things that I see are unbelievable. You really got to keep up and physically and constantly work at it. I mean, you can't stop. It's like a harpist said, when I don't play for a while, the calluses come off my hands and I can't play anymore.
You're right. It's very difficult, but like anything else, if you want to do really well, it's very difficult. I'm just explaining sometimes to my students, saying, look, there's a tournament Agassi just win, and then he's coming, tennis player, and he's coming in 2 weeks, he's playing, and he's not even making to the semifinal. See how much you have to really put in to keep on top of the position. And in dance, you have a career for 20, 25 years. Every morning you wake up. I have a very wonderful friend, Maya Plisitskaya. She's a prima ballerina from Bolshoi Theater, legend. She always said, Leonid, after having so much ovation, you're waking up and you have to prove again. Because it might be somebody 17 will knock to the door, come and do better than you do. and you have to do again and again and again and prove. It's wonderful, but it's difficult in a way. Yes.
But the only way to be at the top is to strive for the top, and if you don't set yourself a standard that says I'm going to be among the 10% at the top, then you'll never make it. And you have to work at that. I want to get into the details of the program, Pam. You did bring along a copy of the brochure,
right?
And I just like to show this. It's really excellent, and just let the camera take a look at it. And then we're going to go into some of the details of the various elements that you have and go over them. And if you have to refer to this brochure, by all means, you'll do so. What are the different parts? What are the different elements involved?
Well, the concept for the festival sort of developed into 4 separate weeks: a dance week, a film week, a cabaret week, and a music week. And we decided that we wanted to rely on the expertise of someone like Leonid for the dance week. We have a wonderful woman named Nancy August who's headed up the film week, and a gentleman from Nyack named David Gross who's headed up the music week. And they've sort of helped to inform our decisions about putting the events, different events together. And we also thought it would be sort of a fun idea to open each week with a film that's sort of related to the subject for the week. So we're opening the dance week with a presentation of Top Hat, the old Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers movie. And we open the cabaret week aptly with Cabaret, with Bob Fosse's Cabaret. And the film week, we have a really special event to open the film week. We're doing a presentation of a silent film called Queen Kelly that will have live music accompaniment with it. And it'll be an improvised jazz score to the silent movie. And then the music week, we open with a movie called based on Lost in the Stars, Kurt Weill's music, and it's a whole bunch of different musicians sort of riffing on his music. So we thought that was sort of a fun way to start each week.
You know what the trouble with you, Pam, in this whole thing? You've got so much there. I really don't have the time to see all the things I want to see.
I know.
It's amazing. It's amazing that the program has been put together so well that someone with diverse interests, as I have, say, I want to see this, but I can't. I'm too tired.
Oh, well, our hope, though, really was that we were giving such a broad variety and scope of things for people to see that we would have something for everybody. And
that's what you've dug up.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's especially to me sort of obvious in the music week. I mean, we go from an opera night to a folk night to a Latin night, and then we have a sort of 20-something rock and R&B band. I mean, so it's really, there's
Let's
definitely
talk about
something.
some of the people, in addition to the well-known people, in addition to Leonid, of course. Ellen Burstyn is going to be there. And then why don't you name some of the other people? Mary Claire Harron, I know, in Cabaret.
Right.
And John Forster, who is one of my favorites. He's been on this program.
Right.
And, very amusing Cabaret.
Well, the other interesting thing that sort of happened as we were putting the month together, and it wasn't as much a conscious decision, but as we were amassing the events, we realized that it focuses on a lot of local talent who have, sort of international careers, but happen to live in Rockland or in the Nyack sort of area. And like you said, John Forrester, who lives in Nyack, has a couple CDs out and is putting together this evening, especially for us, which is very exciting. We have 4 actors from New York, and in coordination with Tony Stimac, who's the executive producer of Helen Hayes, they're putting together a review of John's music that, might even go on and have a future life after the August Festival. And Lonnie Ackerman is singing with this 16-piece big band, and Lonnie has had a tremendous career on Broadway, starred in Cats and in Evita, and happens to live in Palisades, 10 minutes from the theater.
But it's not local altogether.
No, not at all.
No.
But a lot of
it's not a local community talent show.
No, not at all. These people all have incredibly, impressive credits. And
the theater is beautiful.
Yeah.
I certainly can vouch for that. I've seen so many different things there, and it works so well in the theater. It's really great. I want to get back to a little more discussion about specifically what ballets you chose and why you chose them.
Well, I would love to start first of all, from the names to like Christine Dakin, who is a lead dancer in Martha Graham Company, and recently announced the co-director of the Martha Graham Company. She's going to dance a piece of Martha Graham, which is sometimes very hard to get because of the when dancers come and do guest appearances, they're not allowed to take with them the repertoire. So she's going to dance for us a Martha Graham repertoire, and we're trying to arrange correct lighting, correct music, and everything. So this is the really something I would love to show to the audience there. Same the Andrew Asnes, who is from Paul Taylor Company, one of the lead dancers there. He's going to do his own choreography, which is similar to Paul Taylor choreography, but it's his own vision of the dance. And particularly, I asked him to do one piece. It's about boxer. And I'm just trying to get the boys and more men to the theater. And this very healthy, beautiful piece of choreography will appeal to the young, and we'll have more people interested in it.
Very important to get young people involved in the theater. We know that from past experience, certainly. Sailor's Dance. What about Sailor's Dance? It's kind of a lively little piece, isn't it?
Oh, yes. I always love this subject, and I think it's also appealed to the people, sailors. This is the piece of choreography did one of my teacher from my academy. He's a principal, used to be a principal dancer with Moiseev Ballet. Now he's a soloist. He has his own company. He dances around the United States, and he teaches in my school, and he choreographed this piece. But it starts, it's get to me that idea, I choreograph piece for little kids, sailors. And then he add the little older kids there too. So it's a piece of the sailor's suite, I call. And I've always been fascinated by this subject because there's many, Moiseev did wonderful suite on a boat. There is a Balanchine did wonderful, and I actually been involved in this and danced this piece on Channel 13.
You like it so much that you brought along some video, and we're going to show a small portion of exactly that dance, that number. So why don't we take a look at it now, and then we'll talk some more when we come back. So let's look at the Sailor's Dance, which will be at August Fest at the Helen Hayes Performing Arts Center.
Wonderful.
Was really great. It's so lively. It's so full of life. It's so full of spirit, and seeing it live, of course, on the stage makes it even better. Your choices are excellent, and
thank you.
Just some of the little things that you've shown me and I've seen. I'm just very impressed with what you've done there. You danced, of course, with Bolshoi, and how long ago was that? A while ago?
It's a while ago. I practically already living in this country for 18 years. I dance in Bolshoi Theater. I finished Bolshoi Theater School. And then when I decided to live in this country, I had a wonderful experience to dance with the Balanchine Company, New York City Ballet, for 11 years. and at the same time also I've been involved with the balancing choreography in a Broadway show, On Your Toes.
Oh, were you?
And I've been fortunate enough to rehearse with George Abbott, who's been...
That's Mr. Abbott, of
Mr.
course.
Abbott, yes. All right. I call him George. He called me Lenny. So I remember funny things he said after our first rehearsal. He said, wonderful, Lenny. I've been so nervous. Wonderful, Lenny. Wonderful. Especially after you will understand all of the strange English words, it will be much better.
He was a remarkable man.
Yes.
Pam, we'll just get into some more of the programs, particularly. Can you just kind of give us some details on some of the other things? You, of course, are artistic director of the Cabaret series.
Right.
So
right.
in addition to the overall, you've also done that.
Right. That's sort of been my focus for that particular week.
What's an artistic director?
Oh boy. Well, basically, what I do during the year for the theater and also for this August Fest is to help to coordinate the artists and the designers, the technical crew, and everything that you would, as an audience member, see on stage. And I have a lot of people that help to do that. But I sort of piece all of those sections together, and hopefully, when you come to see the show, it's a seamless event. And
nobody ever realizes what's going on backstage.
That's right.
You know, it's interesting to me in seeing any performance that people do not realize that performers are off stage. And they may be sitting up, as one person said, they may be sitting up in their dressing room playing bridge, but their presence is always there. And you don't realize how much time they're off. Sometimes you are amazed that there's been a costume change, and how could they do it so fast? Well, maybe they were off a lot longer than you think. It's a lot of work to behind the scenes. The lighting, what you both have mentioned. I had the very fortunate opportunity to sit over the shoulder of a stage manager in a musical. I didn't realize what went into it.
We did. It was interesting. At one point, we had we have a very active volunteer guild, about 150 members, and they ran tours of the theater open to the public as sort of a fundraiser. And as I was helping to talk through the theater and what we do to these volunteers who were going to give these tours, they said to me that I was telling them that the stage manager sits up in this booth and that this person calls all the cues, and they said, oh, doesn't everyone just know what to do and they move on their own?
That's what I always thought.
Well, of course, because if you're not, part of the world, it's hard to understand. But it's really a very complicated sort of chain of command.
And it's so involved, everybody with everybody else, that if someone crosses into someone else's light, as happened when I was there, I mean, he spotted it immediately. Right. I wasn't aware of anything at all. I do want to remind our viewers that we're talking about August Fest at the Helen Hayes Performing Arts Center in Nyack. And my guests today are Pam, I got it right this time, Klappis, and Leonid Koslov, who are artistic directors of various phases of the program. And Pam, of course, is artistic director of the Performing Arts Center. So I want to get back to you about ballet. Ballet is beautiful. Ballet is difficult. I'm not talking about the audience viewpoint, but somehow it transports you. You don't have to understand the storyline. You don't have to understand what's going on. It transports you. It just takes you into another world. It's just the movement and not only the legs and not only the lifts, but even the hands. Everything is so well coordinated. It's an art all by itself, isn't it?
Yes, it's art. We actually, in this week, we're talking about not only ballet, dance. And I would just, it's a lot broader dance because includes folk, include jazz, modern dance, tap dance, all variety of practically what exists today, ballroom dancing. And when you look really a wonderful star or a wonderful artist and stage ballet dancer, for example, he learned everything, or she learned everything. She learned a modern, folk, classical, and then you will see the person makes sense, like you said, every finger, every part of the face or the body are talking. What I've always been fascinated, when you have a Shakespeare story of Romeo and Juliet, I will take a film 4 hours. It will take to read the book. It will take you a few weeks, and then you have a music of Tchaikovsky. It's only 25 minutes, or you even take excerpts from that 10 minutes. In that 10 minutes, you're going to see the whole story. And it's wonderful how people that select that movement and select from thousands of years practically put in that movement so much in a short period. You could see all of this. You could see this hate, love, beauty. It's a wonderful, wonderful art.
It really is astounding to me on what is conveyed, and as you say, it doesn't necessarily have to be the style of ballet, classical ballet. It's just dance. And that's what it amounts to. I do want to give you the opportunity to give a telephone number that people can call for further information.
You can call the box office at 914-358-6333 and find out information on any or all of the events
and
for
we'll put
the summer.
that telephone number up on the screen in the closing credits, so if people didn't have time to rush over and grab a pen, to be able to write it down at the end of the program.
Great.
This is like asking a mother which of her children is her favorite. You must love all phases of theater. Is there anyone that particularly delights you?
Oh, you mean in terms of the festival? That is a really tough question. I mean, I'm actually looking forward to the festival, I think probably as much as a lot of people who purchase tickets to it, because there are a lot of events that I'm just thrilled that we've been able to book thanks to Leonid and people who've helped put the thing together. And so to pick one would just be way too hard. I'd say in every week there is something, really exciting and something that people are going to respond to. So that's a tough one.
I don't have the mother problem, but I love cabaret. I see a lot of cabaret.
Well, it's interesting because we hadn't done any cabaret this past year at the theater, and I was a little worried that would be the one that would be a hard seller, but it's actually doing quite well, and I think there is an audience out there, and the people like that sort of thing, and hopefully if it goes well this week, we'll have more of it in the year, in the upcoming season. It's
very popular, and I certainly go to the cabaret convention. I go to the MAC Awards and some of the others. I really.
Well, Mary Claire Heron, you must be familiar with her work.
Yes.
That program was going to be really exciting, and
you can go Rainbow and Stars and see these performers, or you can come just around the corner.
That's right.
Cross the Tappan Zee Bridge, second exit off, and a few turns, and you're right there.
That's
so
right.
easy. But you can call the number and get the exact directions if you want to. Are you already planning next year?
We are indeed. In fact, we've announced our fall season for the theater. What does it consist of? We open with a brand new mystery called Malice Aforethought, which is written by a playwright named Eric Jendresen, and that opens in October. And I've actually been involved with the play, one previous production at another theater, and all I can say is that if you come to see this play, you'll never forget it. A lot of suspense, thriller, great characters, and that opens the season. The second play is a new comedy called Over the River and Through the Woods. That's about these two sets of grandparents and their relationship with their 30-year-old grandson.
Sounds interesting.
It is, yeah.
Don't tell me too much.
I won't, because you have to come see it.
I never read blurbs. I never read blurbs in books. I never read in advance reviews of theater or.
You like to just go and.
Yeah, the author, the director have built up suspense. They've worked it so that they're giving you information at the pace they want to. You may not discover it until you're 10 minutes or 15 minutes into the performance, but to know that this is about to happen, I think takes out the surprise. And I think surprise is very important in theater. So you've always got to have that peak and then down and then peak and down, and certainly you need something powerful to close the first act.
Right.
And so it's so important.
I just have to finish the rest of the season because we have one last event that we're excited about. We're doing a production of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat at Christmas time, and it's going to feature a chorus of 30 or 40 kids, local area children, and a chorus that backs up the performers. So that runs the month of December, and that rounds out the first part of the